Butterfly Dreams Crochet and More. My name is Jeannie, and today is the Wheel of Makes. I'm not picking from the whip wheel, not just yet, but we will soon. But we will be picking from the Wheel of Makes again and see what I have to make from it. So, thank you all for spending time with me, watching my videos, giving them thumbs up, leaving comments. Thank y'all all so much. That's really the only thing I can ask for y'all to do. So in this video, we're going to talk about the Retro Mandala. From Monday's video, I have done it. But we're going to talk a little more detail about the book and the pattern as well. I'm going to show you the yarn that I used, the colors that I chose, and stuff like that. And what size hook I used and everything else. So stay tuned for the video. Okay, so as you can see, I already have the wheel pulled up. We're going to go ahead and get that out of the way this morning. Then we're going to talk about the Retro Mandala that was picked on Monday. And we're going to talk about it a little bit in detail and stuff. So, yes, we're going to go ahead and pick and see what we got to do for next week. So, let's go ahead and click that spin button. And let's see what we do. Ice cream, and that is on page 200 in the Crochet Cafe book. So I will show that to y'all with the other camera. Let me stop sharing this and get back over here to this. Now, it says page 200. That's going to be at the back of the book. So, it's the ice cream cone, which I have already made. I'm going to make another set of them. So, that is what I have to make right there. I have done both of them already. But, hey, we'll do them again. That way they'll each have a cone, right? Right. And that comes from the Crochet Cafe book. So, I'm going to set that over here. I'm going to bring my other camera up. And we're going to look at this book and this pattern that I had to do out of this book. And we're going to talk about the pattern. So this, oh, y'all can't see it. Only I can because it's in the darn basement. There we go. Let me make it bigger and me smaller. There we go. Now, so this is the Retro Mandala. Now, I did it different than the book on the edges because I didn't put it on a ring. So the last row was your ring row. So I decided just to do a 7 double crochet shell border around it, which I absolutely love. The yarn that I used was I Love This Cotton from Hobby Lobby. And I did it in Buttercup, White, Dove, Burnt Sienna, and then the little bit of dark gray is pewter, called pewter. So that is the yarn that I used, and I used a 4.5 millimeter clover. The pattern came out of this book right here, 40 Plus Dash Bustin' Projects, and it is an Annie's book. I'm going to get to it, and I'm going to cover it up because I want us to talk about this pattern, y'all. I need one more piece of paper. Well, this will work. Perfect. So this is theirs. I'm going to bring the camera down for y'all so you can see it a little bit closer. Okay. That's the picture in the book. All right. Now this one is mine. And you see it's got popcorn stitches, right? Okay. The way the pattern is written, it has a section for special stitches. And it tells you how to do the beginning popcorn stitch. And then it tells you how, and then you have one that just for the popcorn stitches for the remaining of the row. Now the directions, I'm going to flip my notebook up where y'all can't see. And I'm going to read to you where it says you start the popcorn stitches on round 5. This is how the instructions read. Now this pattern is labeled an easy pattern, and I'll show y'all that. It says join dark green in any chain 1 space. Beginning popcorn stitch. See special instructions. So you come over here and you look at your special instructions, and it tells you everything to do. It says chain 3, 4 double crochet in same space, drop last loop on hook, insert hook in top of beginning chain 3, pick up drop loop and pull through. That is it. Doesn't mention anything about a chain 1 or anything like that. Then it says join dark green in any chain 1 space, begin popcorn stitch, see special stitches in same space, chain 1. Then popcorn stitch, see special stitches in next chain 1 space, comma, chain 1. So our next, and I'm going to have to slide this over out of camera view. So the popcorn stitch says work 5 double crochet in indicated space, drop last loop on hook, insert hook in first double crochet, pick up drop loop and pull through, comma, chain 1 to secure. So what I noticed was right off the bat, in the beginning popcorn stitch, it doesn't tell you to chain 1 to secure. Then in the actual written instructions, if you do not read the special stitches of both the beginning and just the popcorn stitch itself, you're not going to know to do actually 2 chains after you complete your popcorn stitch. You're going to chain 1 to secure it, and then you're going to chain 1 to move to the next space. I literally, and I can read patterns, I understand patterns, and I consider myself an advanced crocheter. And if anybody wants to challenge me on that, send me something. I love a good challenge. So I literally had done a couple of swatches, and it was not coming out right. It was folding up, like turning into a basket and everything else. Now this one, I actually read the pattern wrong. I was on the wrong row, and I chained 3. That's later on into the thing. So I just threw that to the side. I'm going to end up using that for a coaster, so it won't go to waste. And then this one, I just stopped here, and I said, well, let me redo it. So I'm going to end up finishing this into a coaster and stuff like that. By this time, I got a little frustrated. So my thoughts on it is, if you're going to label a pattern as easy, you need to be more specific. Because if you are, to me, and I'm not putting anyone down, this is just my opinion, this pattern would be hard for a beginner crocheter, because they're going to follow the written instructions per round or per row, and they would have only chained 1. They would not have known to chain an extra chain because you got to do the chain 1 to lock it, then the chain 1 afterwards. So, and I know a lot of patterns do only require the lock and chain 1 when you do popcorns. I know that. So I would suggest that they be a little more specific on detail in the written instruction. I think in doing the popcorn stitch, instead of having the special stitches, they should have actually had written it out to what you would do. 5 DCs. Put the special stitch into the actual instruction, and don't miss the chain 1 to lock it. Then put your comma, then put chain 1 again. Simple, right? Right. But I was able to actually figure it out, and so what did I learn from this? If you have a pattern that has special stitches and they have it written in paragraph form under the special stitches, make sure you read your special stitches before you start that row or round. That way you know exactly what to do, and then go back to your written instructions for each round. That way you'll know that you chain 1 after you complete the popcorn. Then you come back to your written instructions and you chain 1 again. So ultimately, you're chaining 2 after every popcorn stitch. So, and I'm going to show y'all. This is the special stitch. Well, let me do this. See, that right there says the beginning. Y'all can't see that. That says the beginning popcorn stitch right there. So if I cover that up, that's the end of it right there. It just says pick up, drop, loop, and pull through. That's it. And this, it was a design adapted by Rose Tussin. I don't know who wrote the pattern. And there is where it says skill level, easy. Now they use bulky yarn, and theirs measure 26 inches. I did not do that. Now here is the popcorn stitch right here, instructions right here. And you see where it says chain 1 to secure. They didn't say chain 1 to secure on the beginning popcorn stitch. So you left off a piece. Will I make it again? Sure I will. I'll make it. I like it. It's nice. And this is the part here that I did not do, because I did not connect it to a ring. Instead, I just made the shell stitch border. And it will look really, really nice with a candle sitting on it. It fits about a 3-inch candle. This one fits really, really good right in the middle of it. Bring y'all back up. See? That is nice. And then this matches the colors in the little doily. So now I did it with I Love This Yarn. However, I would not use it again. I would use something like the Peaches and Cream or the Lily Sugar and Cream, or the Crafter Secret from Hobby Lobby, only because this yarn is so soft and it's, a little flimsy, where you want a little more stiffness where it holds its shape better and stuff like that. But I love how it turned out and everything. This was just some yarn that I had. Some of it I had already used out of, so I just went with what I had to make it with. but I will be making more of these. This could be used in my kitchen. It could be used in my living room and different places in my house. So, yeah. So that is completed. And this is a white barn candle. I'm not associated with them in any type of way. My neighbor, whose yard we cut, actually gave me this candle. It is spiced apple toddy, and y'all, it does smell delicious. Y'all want to smell it? It smells so good. And you can see I've burned it quite a bit. So, and it lights up, scents up the entire house. So, yeah. And it's made with natural essential oils too. So yes, I will make more of these. I really will. All right, I'm going to remove this camera and then we're just going to chit chat a little bit. So, next week I'll be making the ice cream cones again, which I've already made 2. I'll make 2 more. Then I'll have a total of 4 of those. And what I'm currently working on is a baby blanket for my neighbor. She's got a great grandson that will be born on the 29th of August, and she's leaving, going to Chicago to help him out after the mother comes home from the hospital and stuff, and she wanted to babysit. And what I'm doing is the elephants on the parade mosaic, and this is by Deborah Frydenberg. It's a paid for pattern on Etsy, I want to say. The next ones will be going in the opposite direction. And I'm going to actually work on this some today and start another panel of the elephants. The next row, the elephants will be in gray. So, yeah, that's it for today, y'all. Don't forget, Yarny Five Stitching Together with Friends will be live tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to be making the bee. Make sure you have your yarn that you need. Make sure you have your hook. The pattern does call for 3.5. I'm going to be using a 4.0 millimeter hook to make mine with. I will be using, I love this yarn. I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby in black, gold, and white. I have read through the pattern. The pattern seems to be on point. No hiccups. Or anything that I can find in it. Of course, you never really know until you start actually working it. But with any pattern, I do highly recommend that you read all of your instructions and stuff first. Read each round. Just, read through them. Because if you are going to find a problem into the pattern, you're going to find it when you proofread it. So, yeah. And this is something that we're going to start doing just to give people who want to learn how to read patterns but not sure how to read them. We're finding free patterns and different stuff like that, and we'll be making different little things together. Hence, Stitching Together with Friends. And we'll help you throughout the pattern process. So, we may not get it all completed tonight, and that's okay, because what we don't get completed tonight, we'll pick back up on the following Wednesday for those that need us to stitch together with them. For those that are more seasoned, if you feel comfortable after the live tonight, you can carry on with it and get done with it. So, yeah, that's about everything, y'all. Thank y'all so much for spending your time with me. I know you could have chose to spend your time with anybody else and everything else. So, and I hope my volume is coming through on this since I removed that camera. I only put it in the basement, so hopefully, y'all can still hear me. But yeah, remember, thank y'all again from the bottom of my heart. Be kind. Remember to smile. Know that I love you. And I will talk to y'all later. Until then, hook in one hand, yarn in the other, and crochet all day. See y'all in the next video. Bye for now.